Chapter 1038. A pair of wings for a shield translator. Nyoibo Studio Editor. Nyoibo Studio Hong. The golden-flamed rock giant swung his hammer with all his strength, and the hammer flew at golden-horned beast with a thunderous rumble. The force within the golden thread Aurora domain was rendered defenseless. One strike from this hammer and stars like the Star Traveler or the neutron star would shatter and be reduced to naught. Even the black hole would have crumbled beneath such a strike. The golden-flamed rock giant growled as he deployed his strongest strike. The environment within the original star did not shatter, but it was not because the hammer was not powerful enough. It was because the environment within the original star had unique traits. Peng! The hammer collided with the golden light blade of a pair of wings. With hands still grasping his hammer, the golden-flamed rock giant was thrown backward and propelled into the air where his rocky legs lost contact with solid ground. He was forcibly suspended in mid-air. That loathsome space beast! The golden-flamed rock giant roared in rage. Crush! The prison race! Golden-horned beast transformed into a ray of light and made a turn back before landing again. The golden light blades sliced through the air, looking as if it could make mincemeat out of every obstacle in the way. Peng! 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 Strike after strike. The golden-flamed rock giant was not as agile as golden-horned beast with its Shi-Wu wings. Moreover, the golden thread Aurora domain had met with heavy resistance and was attacked under pressure. Golden-horned beast was enormous. Hence, his Shi-Wu wings could spread as wide as tens of thousands of miles. Should it flap one wing down, the golden-flamed rock giant being would not be able to hide even if it wanted to. Remote ocean body was like the Dinghai divine needle as he stood before the black blade, while watching the two 12-winged knights of the prison race in the distance. He was also manipulating the gigantic beast god while it hunted down the two knights of the prison race. Hong! Long! Long! Beast god was roaring while racing in mid-air quick as a phantom. The moment the two black-winged knights made it slightly further away, the beast god would no longer give chase. The beast god was tasked with guarding a certain area around the black blade. If the two knights of the prison race trespassed this area, they would be attacked. It was imperative to understand that the beast god was a true treasure in the form of a spiritual force weapon and had an extremely swift flying speed. Now that it was coupled with golden thread Aurora domain, the moment the two black-winged great beings of prison race set foot within this guarded area, they would be knocked out within a split second. Peng! A black-winged great being was sent flying out straight away. The other black-winged great charging into that area from the opposite direction approached the gradually ascending black blade at top speed. Roar! Beast god let out a roar and set off in the opposite direction so quickly that he left a trail behind him. Right away, he rammed into the black-winged great being with a loud crash, swatting it into the distance. Ah! What should we do? We can't force our way in, said one of the black-winged beings. The two 12 black wings great beings traveled far away enough while transmitting their message to the golden-flamed rock giant. That spiritual force weapon is way too fast. And they have a domain-type treasure. We have used up 3% of our godly bodies, yet that loathsome purple pupa beast has not even used 1/1000th of its godly body. We can't afford to go On like this, the golden-flamed rock giant gave a thunderous roar of rage. He was at his wits' end. Although he was huge, the portion of the godly body he used up was small. He was aware that the golden-horned beast before him would use up an amount even smaller than he had. Even if he were to set his entire godly body ablaze, the golden-horned beast might not even have used up 1% of its godly body. But the golden-flamed rock giant suddenly transmitted a confident response. Ha ha ha. I can sense great beings of other races approaching. Fight a little while longer. These two space beasts will definitely feel flustered when the other beings arrive. That is, when we seize our opportunity. The two 12 black wings great beings scanned their surroundings, instantaneously feeling joyful. As expected, 2 troops appeared coming from 2 different directions. "Huh," Remote Ocean Body said, noticing the new arrivals. "That is a group from the Northern Territory Alliance, a total of 3 Universe Knights. And the other group is from the Hong Alliance. They have 2 Universe Knights." Remote Ocean Luo Feng looked around and made a speedy judgment. "Given my current identity, the group from the Hong Alliance will see me only as one of the Space Beast Alliance, and they'll react accordingly." There was no way he could bother himself with any other concerns. He had to deal with the 3 Universe Knights of the prison race while keeping an eye on the black blade that was gradually ascending from the ground. Gradually, it arose. The entire tip of the black blade had nearly emerged. Almost. There. It is going to come out fully soon. Luo Feng was anxious and expectant. Hurry. 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 If I hope to stand any chance at all, it must be fully revealed before the other groups arrive. The 2 troops flew over quickly. Although the members from the Hong Alliance were not humans, they made the judgment quickly. Ha ha ha. It is a valuable, definitely a true treasure, and still in the midst of being born. The treasure has yet to recognize its master. Hurry up, while the Space Beast group and the group from the prison race are engaged in a deadlock. We should quickly grab the treasure right out from under them. Meanwhile, the 3 Universe Knights of the Northern Territory Alliance troop were thrilled, realizing they had been presented with a great opportunity. They took off for the treasure as though their lives depended on it. The Northern Territory Alliance was said to be the alliance consisting of the greatest number of races in the universe. A tremendous number of races gathered as one, bringing the number of Universe Knights within the Northern Territory Alliance to an extreme high. For example, in the open-air public square of the World of Glory of the Ancestral God School, the number of heirs from the Hong Alliance was merely in the thousands, while that of the Northern Territory Alliance was in the tens of thousands. There was a sizable difference, meaning that, within the original star, troops of Universe Knights from the Northern Territory Alliance were seen more than any other group. When compared with the 6 pinnacle races like the human race, the distribution of resources, like treasures for great beings of similar power, were fewer in number. Out of the 3 Universe Knights of the Northern Territory Alliance, one was over 30 feet tall. He had purple gold plates all over his body, and he flew toward the black blade at top speed. Upon careful observation, he started to show a hint of confusion. "Huh," he said, "that seems to be impossible. It can't be. Hurry, hurry, hurry." Luo Feng agonized with anxiety. The black blade may have ascended to its tip, but it was emerging much more slowly than the approach of the groups of beings flying toward it. The two troops of Universe Knights from the Hong Alliance and the Northern Territory Alliance were still approaching at a consistently high rate of speed, even though they were within the Golden Thread Aurora domain. Ha ha ha. You can't make it. The golden-flamed rock giant of the prison race laughed aloud. Space Beast, you will not be able to get that true treasure. It is not yours to claim. Golden-horned Beast let out a thunderous roar of rage. Hong. Golden-horned Beast waved its wings suddenly, immediately turning back to the area surrounding the Black Blade. Hua. Remote Ocean Luo Feng also took a step back to stand beside the Black Blade. Come on. Remote Ocean Body and Golden Horned Beast were both standing near the Black Blade, obviously guarding it with their lives. They just had to endure for a short while longer, and this true treasure would be theirs. I would stand against greater than Universe Knights than all of you. Remote Ocean Luo Feng thought. Even if you were Universe Overlords, Golden Horned Beast has the Force armor. It is fearless. My Remote Ocean Body may be slightly weaker in terms of strength. The Golden King armor can only be activated up to its second form, which means it could weaken the power of material attacks to 1/1000th. It may be weaker than Force armor, but Remote Ocean Body is huge. Defending with its sheer brute strength should be possible for a short while at least. Remote Ocean Body and Golden Horned Beast were like two mountains. One stood by the Black Blade while the other hovered above it to ward off any beings who dared to venture near. Meanwhile, the groups from the Hong Alliance and the Northern Territory Alliance both realized that the other groups had appeared. Kill! Kill! Grab the true treasure! Hurry up! The other 5 troops are arriving soon. We need to hurry. 3 groups: the Hong Alliance, the Northern Territory Alliance, and the Prison Race, comprised of 8 senior Universe Knights. Plus, the Space Beast group was charging toward the center. Hong! 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 The 3 troops transformed into rays of light simultaneously and charged. Ha! Golden Horned Beast immediately spread its wings and stood at the forefront. Hua! Hua! Its wings suddenly increased in size. The Shi Wu wings, being a true treasure, could change colors at will, and this time, they were a magnificent gold. They spread wide open without inhibition, expanding outward in all directions. They became gigantic, easily spreading over 100,000 miles in a mere instant. The monstrous pair of wings surrounded the Black Blade like a mother hen protecting her chicks. Anyone who wanted to grab the Black Blade would have to forcefully move those wings out of the way. Attack! Ha ha ha! He actually thinks to resist us. Kill him! The 8 senior Universe Knights launched their attacks as one. One knight from the Hong Alliance held a flying wheel, an ordinary true treasure, and was exceptionally generous with his attacks. Numerous crashes sounded as attacks were thrown towards the Golden Wings. Golden Horned Beast stood firmly within the swamp, its 4 strong limbs like heavenly pillars. The depths of the swamp were unable to even submerge its claws. Its wings were propped up high and mighty. Hong! 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 The 8 senior Universe Knights' joint effort boosted their power to the level of Universe Overlords. They struck repeatedly. I must stand with this bit of power, Golden Horned Beast said. He stood his ground, stable as a mountain. Regardless of the number of strikes dealt, the Shi-Wu wings and the force armor combined to weaken each impact. With these treasures, combined with its gigantic, godly body, warding off the attacks was a piece of cake. The 8 senior Universe Knights from the Northern Territory Alliance, the Hong Alliance, and the Prison Race instantly concluded that this situation was beyond their expectations. Those wings are a true treasure. It must be a true treasure. Few treasures can expand to such a size. No matter how big a treasure can be, to be jointly attacked by 8 senior Universe Knights, the size should reduce, or it would disintegrate. That pair of wings must be a true treasure. Ordinary treasures could be destroyed by some universe overlords. Even for a top-tier treasure, whether it shrank to ward off attacks or intentionally enlarged so that the impact of the attack would be weakened, no matter what it did, escaping unscathed was out of the question. Yet the combined attacks of 8 senior Universe Knights proved futile against Golden Horned Beast. At that moment, Golden Horned Beast and Remote Ocean Body shifted their gazes over to the Black Blade. The tip of the Black Blade was finally out of the swamp, and it was now hovering over the spot where it had emerged. Its aura was now fully restrained. It seemed like an ordinary treasure. Treasure, come to me. Golden Horned Beast gave a deep command. Immediately, a trace of godly power headed for the Black Blade. Ready to brand the blade with his life imprint,